As more and more teachers choose to teach online, it's getting a little bit competitive. So how do you keep ahead of the competition? In this video, I'll be showing you some of the tools that you can use to make sure that your online lessons are the highest quality possible. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, I'm Marcus from ELT Breakfast, and on this channel we help teachers with their professional development and classroom ideas. Not just classroom ideas, but teaching ideas. So in this video I'm going to show you a few of the tools that I use when I'm teaching my online lessons. Now, the first thing I would recommend, and probably one of the most important things that you can invest in, is a webcam. Now this is a Logitech C920 and it can record and stream at 1080 full HD. So that means there's a better experience from the student who can see you much more clearly, and it's great in low light as well. So if you think about the classroom, if a student can't see you properly, it creates a very negative impression. So we obviously don't want that. And make sure if you are shopping around, do look for a webcam that can stream and record in at least 720 high definition. Ideally 1080, so if your connection does allow it, then the student will be able to see you in crystal clear quality. The other thing that I do like about this webcam is that you'll notice on either side of the lens there is a stereo microphone which enables the student to hear you clearly. And again, think about the classroom experience. If a student can't hear you, they can't learn from you. So definitely well recommended getting firstly an external webcam. This one in particular because of the stereo mic. Speaking of sound, if you are teaching a language, and that's why we're here after all, then you're going to be doing some pronunciation work. And as part of that, the student needs to hear you clearly, and you need to be able to hear the student clearly. If you're using the embedded microphone and speakers in your laptop or computer, it's not going to offer the best experience. And there will be cases where you'll be asking the student, sorry, could you repeat? Could you repeat? And that's not good for the student's confidence. They're not going to feel good about their own speaking, even if they were pronouncing everything correctly. If you can't hear them, you can't offer them the feedback and the correction or even the praise that they need. So that could result in the students then going elsewhere to another teacher. So something like this, again, this is a USB headset where you've got a speaker that you can clearly hear the student, and you've got a designated microphone. So the closer the microphone is to your mouth, the better, the more clear the student can hear you, and the speaker next to your ear means that you can hear the student clearly as well. I would also recommend that you suggest to your student that they buy a headset as well, because at the end of the day you want them to hear you just as clearly as you hear them. Now this device, I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, is three things in one. So first of all, I've got what's called a little tripod. Now this sits on my desk and I place the webcam directly on top of it. Now you don't necessarily need all three things in one, but I do like having a tripod because it means that I can adjust the camera position so that it's close to my face and at eye level. This tripod, again, very, very cheap, and it can attach it to a monitor. You can put it on the desk, and it detaches very easily as well. Next, in the middle, you'll notice this little ring light. And again, this really is very, very cheap from Amazon. I think I got it for about 16 or 20 euros. And it enables me to be better lit for my student, so my student can see me much more clearly. And then on the top, pop the webcam. and it all attaches to USB ports, so you can power them directly from your computer. And finally, one of the problems that teachers often have with teaching online is being able to share notes. When we're in class, we've got a whiteboard, we've got board markers, we can annotate. If you've got a smart board, you can annotate over text or pictures much more easily. On a computer, it's very difficult to do that with a mouse. It's certainly very difficult to write using a mouse, I know from experience. So one of the purchases, again, in an investment I made when I started teaching online was this. This is called a graphic tablet. It's usually the type of tool that's used by graphic designers. So when they're drawing on their computer, they have much better precision. And again, this little baby cost about 60 to 80 euros. I can't quite remember exactly how much. But what it enables me to do is when I'm sharing my screen on, let's say, PowerPoint or Google Slides, I can annotate using this stylus just by writing or drawing. Timelines, for example, is a very popular tool with teachers and very useful tool for students. Difficult to do with a mouse, a lot easier to do when you have something that resembles a pen and you can use your own handwriting for any feedback or corrections that come up during your lesson.